Hello, it is Monday, it is November the 11th. That means it's time for a new weekly vlog and time to spin the wheel again. Last week I did not get as much stitching done as I wanted to do. I'm still in the process of moving house. As you can see, I got a bunch more stuff dropped off last night. My ex had been storing a lot of stuff at his house for me because I didn't have space in my last house, and now that I have space, he's bringing all the stuff back. So I have not had much chance to get any stitching done over the weekend, so we're pretty much starting where I left it off on Wednesday, maybe. I think it was Wednesday. We shall see how much I managed to get done this week. Hopefully a lot more. I have my wheel. I'm going to spin it. Let's see. I've just kept the same things on there because it's still November. Let's have Santa Stop. Right, give me a second. This one is an Etsy pattern. It's a Stitch Rovia one. So if you give me a second, I will find it for you. Let's see. Have it in Pattern Keeper. Let's have a look. Nope, that's the actual pattern. Let's not show that. There we go. Santa Stop here. And that's actually pretty perfect. And I'm so glad that we had something different, because last week I think I spun Scottish Sampler like 3 times. So this is going to be a new start. It requires, it's 45 by 70, so that's not too bad. So if I find the 14 count to do it on, it's going to be 3 1/4 by 5 inches. And it needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colours of DMC. So that's not too bad. But he's very cute. I'll blow him up a little bit for you. So I got this on Etsy. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you can still get it on there. And yeah, I will be back. I'll go make a start on this today, and I will be back in the morning to let you know how much I've done and to spin the wheel again. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, good morning. It is November the 12th. It is day 2 of this week's spinny vlog things. It's early in the morning, so I've got my floofies on. Right, yesterday I spun this, as you can see, it's Santa Stop here. This is by Stitch Rovia. I bought this on Etsy, and I managed to get it this much done. Oh, there's here at the bottom. I couldn't be bothered doing any counting, so I've just started it in the bottom corner of the fabric. This is an 18 count Ada, but I think it's fabric flare. It's like pinks and blues, and then it's got the little stars, little stars speckled over it. And I thought that may be quite nice to have a little Santa on. As you can see, it's going to be quite a small pattern. This is the full width of it. And yeah, quite happy with that. Nice easy bit of stitching. It took me a while to get all my threads together. Oh my goodness. Because I didn't already have that one kitted up, I didn't realise what state my threads were in. I've just, because I have DMC, I've got almost a full set of DMC, but I have them in boxes, and everything's still just all over the place. Right, let's see what we're going to spin up for today. Which is nice. So everybody seems to really like the witches, and that's good. That's another nice easy stitching day for me, because that's on a 14 count. So I'll get the pattern up. That's on a 14 count Ada, and it's like glittery. Where are they? There we go. That's these ladies. I'm working on this lady here on her bodice. So we'll see how much of that I get done today. Can't remember what I'm stitching it in. Can't remember. But I'm going to make a start on this. And hopefully I will have time to get some Alice done today as well. That would be lovely. Because I didn't get any done yesterday. I'm supposed to be stitching on her every day. So yes, I'm going to go and do some stitching just now. I have one of the children has gone to school. The other one is still not feeling too well. So he's on the sofa. So we're going to have just a nice chill day. I'll get some stitching done. And yeah. Hopefully. And I need to start moving some of this stuff as well, which I'm not looking forward to. I'm so sick of unpacking boxes. Right, I'm gonna go. I'll be back and let you see my progress on the witches in the morning, and then I'll spin again. Okay, bye. Hello, good morning. It's Wednesday. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I look like I've just slept in a hedge. However, we're here to do the spinning. Yesterday I spun the Witches, Dancing Witches by Raven Stitchcraft, and this is how far I got. It's actually starting to turn into something now. Ooh. Here we go. And you can see it's like the bodice is starting to appear, and this is going to go down into a leg, and yeah, it's coming along very nicely. It's a 14 count sparkly Ada in this like tan kind of colour, and it's a gold sparkle. So I thought that would be fabulous. I can't remember the DMC colour I'm using. I don't know, I can't remember. But this is how far we got yesterday. Managed to get about 300 stitches in, so that wasn't too bad. Let's have a wee look. I've had sick kids all week, so Alfie's still off school. Kellen's actually gone to school, but Alfie's still at home, so I'm not getting as much of anything done as I want to. We'll see how today goes. Right, spinning time. Ooh, camera. What have we got? Ooh, Bacchus. Right. This is going to be a new start. So, for anybody who doesn't know, I am studying. I've had to defer for the last little while, but I'm going to be going back to studying this year, and I am doing a degree in classical history. Classical history and creative writing, because I love classical history, which is, if you don't know what classical history is, because it turns out that classical history is what we call it in English, but other countries don't call it that. My boyfriend's Italian, and obviously classical history is kind of their thing, and I kept saying to him, like, I'm studying classical history, and he's like, what do you mean classical history? And I was explaining it's about like ancient Greece and ancient Rome, and like the gods and the myths and the legends, as well as like the everyday life of stuff. And then he's like, that's just history. Not for us. So I'm studying classical history, which is ancient Greek and Roman. The bit I'm focusing on is more like the myths and legends and things like that. And Bacchus is my favourite god, also known as Dionysus. He is the god of excess. This one is, I'm going to blow this up because I am not going to be able to say this. Oh, where are we? There we go. Caritonova. I'm really sorry if I butchered that horribly. Now, I got this on Etsy, and yeah, it's based on a mosaic. That's not showing up. Based on a mosaic. Monochrome. So this will be a new start. I'll need to find some pretty fabric for it and then decide what colour I want to do it in. Ooh. But Bacchus is the god. Bacchus Dionysus is the god of excess, and you see it come through quite a lot in other areas of life. Having a Dionysian lifestyle, like a hedonistic lifestyle. In Warhammer, actually, there's one of the old gods in Warhammer called Slanesh is based on Dionysus. So yeah. Oh, I'm excited because I've had this one for quite a while now and I keep wanting to start it and I keep putting it off because I had like all these other, what size is it actually? Because I had all these other projects. There we go, on a 16 count. It's going to be 7.81 inches by 9.94 inches. So not too big. It's 125 by 159. See, here's the... I don't think I want to do it in green, but we shall see. We shall see. I'll have a look and see what fabric I've got and see what threads I've got quite a lot of. And yeah, I'm excited. Excited to get started. Right, I'm going to go and make a start on that and I'll be back tomorrow and let you see how much I've managed to get done. Have a lovely day and I'll speak to you later. Bye. Morning. It is very early in the morning. It's like 5:30. I can't sleep, so I got up. Yeah, so yesterday I spun my wheel and I had a new start. And this is what I had was Bacchus, which is a pattern that I got off Etsy. And after much deliberation, I started. So this I decided to use is DMC 115. It's one of the, what are they called? Mulene? I don't know. It's one of the variegated ones anyway. But it's not super, because there is another one that's just, it goes from red to black. I can't remember what number that is, but it goes from red to black. But this, if I spread these out a little bit, it's like, see, it's red and then it goes into like a dirty red, I suppose. It looks a little bit like someone has spilt some black on it and then tried to wipe it off. But it gives it just this nice subtle variations. I decided to go with red because red is the colour most associated with Bacchus. Because he is the god of wine and blood and things as well. So, yeah, I think I got quite a decent little start. I got just over 200 stitches in it. I think I got like, not just over, I was about 200 and... I can check. Right. Because this one doesn't have the background stitches on it. I did 242 stitches yesterday, which was 2.58%. And I'm almost, I'm 13 stitches off the center point. So, yeah, quite happy with that. The fabric I decided to use is a 14 count Ada by Fabric Flare. It's called Sweet Potato, I think. Yeah, Sweet Potato. And it's just this nice mottled kind of pink colour. It's like a kind of orangey pink. It is actually very sweet potatoey. So there we go. That was yesterday's stitching. I'm going to go and sit down now and do someone else, I think. But let's have a look what we're spinning for today. Ravens, the cursed ravens. I actually have that right here because I've got it on my library stand. So this, if you've been watching my Flosstubes before, you'll recognise this. The cursed ravens. It's not actually called the cursed ravens. I can't remember what it's called, but this is an Etsy pattern. These birds come all the way down here. I'm not sure this is even going to fit on. I think I might move the hoop and work on this bird a bit just to see if it's actually going to fit on. But we shall see. Yeah. The DMC I'm using for this is a variegated one as well. It's pinks and purple, pinks and purples, blues and purples. So yeah, this was one of the ones that was in my rotation when I was doing a 4-weekly rotation. And it ended up not getting too much love because I had to rip out so much of it so many times. Like this bird especially, I don't even know how many times I've had to redo this bird. So yeah, it's fairly easy stitching. It's on, I think it's a 28 count even weave, maybe. But it's a nice thick one. So it's nice to stitch on. I like the fabric. I think it's a Zweigart. It might not be though, because there's no edges on the fabric anymore. Right, I'm going to go and I'll be back and show you how much I've managed to get done. Bye. Oh, good morning. How are you? It is Friday. It's the 15th. I think I'm only going to be spinning the wheel Monday to Friday, and then have the weekend as just like a free-for-all. Because the weekends I don't always get an awful lot of stitching time. Like for instance this weekend, I've got burn on my hand. Look, I burnt my hands when I was cooking day before yesterday. But because I'm like glow in the dark white, it shows up really badly. It's fine, it doesn't hurt. Sorry, sidetracked. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I think I'm only going to spin the wheel Monday to Friday, because weekends I have alternate weekends where I spend it with my boyfriend, and alternate weekends where the kids are at the dad's. This weekend we have plans for the weekend, so I don't know how much stitching I'm going to get done. So would you like to see what I did yesterday? I'm actually very happy. Yesterday I'd spun up the cursed ravens. And I finished the page. So that is, it's 4 pages, 4 pages across, and I finished off this area down here, which it doesn't look like a lot. This is a 28 count, I'm pretty sure, 28 count, even weave. And it doesn't look like a huge amount, but there's an awful lot of counting in there. So it took me a little longer than expected. But there we go. We have finished page 5. And I'm just going to move on and do page 6. And then just work my way across and hope that by the time I get over here, I have counted it. I don't know why I didn't start it in the middle. I don't know what I was thinking. I have counted it, and it should fit, but it's going to be very tight. But this is going to be going in a frame, so I'll make it work. I'll have to make it work. Oh dear. Right, let's have a look and see what we're going to spin for today. Please be something good. Witches again. It does seem to like the witches. I've spun this quite a few times now. So this is the woodcut dancing witches from Raven Stitchcraft. I worked on them, I believe, on Tuesday. I think I worked on them. And yeah, I'll see how much I get done. I'll pop back in and I'll do one more installment later on after I've done a bit of stitching, and then I'll wrap this up and get it uploaded for you. I'm not going to show you Alice because I've done a very pitiful amount this week on Alice, and I need to get better. I need to get better at that because I've not stitched on every day like I was supposed to. It's been a very busy week though, it's been very hectic. But I know I'm just making excuses. Yeah, I haven't really stitched much on Alice this week, and yeah, I need to get better. I think maybe putting a stitch goal on her, even if it's just like 100 stitches a day, because there is some block stitching, like quite a lot of the black around the edges is block stitching, and the faces are quite a lot of block stitching. However, there's also quite a bit of confetti places, so I might do that starting from Monday. Try and do at least 100 stitches a day on her, because if I have a stitch goal in mind rather than just this is what I'm going to stitch for and I need to stitch on it every day, then I'm more likely to do it, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, stitch goals. Yeah, I'm going to go do the witches and then I'll be back at some point later on to let you see how I'm doing. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, still Friday. Later on in the day, it's now nearly 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon, so I am going to wrap up this week's vlog here, because I don't know if I'm actually going to get any more stitching done. Any more stitching that I get done today or over the weekend, I will put into Monday's clip. But for now, this is how far we've got. She has a full bodice. Now, it turns out I'm a moron and I should have been doing it this way instead of this way. It's fine. It will fit. I'll have maybe about an inch. I mean, thankfully, this is like DMC Ada. And thankfully, it is not really fraying at all because I have about an inch. So it will fit on, but only just. But yeah, check your orientation, people. I mean, I'm glad I'm not alone. I've watched quite a few people who have done the same thing. So yeah, this is how far we've got, and that's it. So this is my second week of doing this, and I've got 12 things on my wheel. And I still have 6 things that haven't been spun yet, which is kind of weird, I think. But we'll see. We'll see if they get spun up next week. I'll see what I fancy working on over the weekend if I have time. We're going... I have the kids this weekend and we're taking the kids to Warhammer World because where we live now is only 30 minutes away and none of us have ever been, and the kids love Warhammer. I like painting of the Warhammer. I've never actually played, but apparently I'm going to be learning how to play Warhammer, and my boyfriend doesn't play Warhammer yet. He really likes Warhammer and he wants to get into it and he's very excited about going to Warhammer World. So that's what we're doing this weekend. So I don't know how much stitching time I'm going to actually have. We shall see. You will find out on Monday. No, you'll find out next Friday. I'll have the clip. I'm just waffling now. Right, I'm going to go. I'll be back on Sunday with a Stitcher Library. I'll be back on Monday with my normal yarny podcast, and then I'll be back next Friday with another Flosstube vloggy thing. Okay, have a lovely weekend, and I will see you next week sometime. Bye.